Good morning. Okay, so we're back with another episode of surviving the coronavirus, and this one is entitled Your Health. So the big question is, will I survive the coronavirus? Let's take it apart. Now, the first myth I'd like to debunk is there's a lot of stuff running around. People are sitting around feeling secure that they're within a certain age group and that exempts them from infection or from death. I think it was Dr. Allwood that stated that one of the things he found very perplexing when he was on the research team in Wuhan, China, was the fact that some of the individuals who were dying from this virus were in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and they were not only, here's a kicker, they were healthy individuals in perfect health. So it's very alarming that, it's not relegated to a certain age group or a certain sector. And although, as we know, having some health issues puts you at a much higher risk, it doesn't necessarily mean that because you don't have these health issues that you shouldn't be concerned or that you shouldn't take the precaution. We should all be concerned because it is something, there's a fatality here that one cannot deny. It's real, it's right around us, it's our loved ones. So I'm not saying go into panic, I'm saying coronavirus, like most other pathogens, they do not discriminate. Their purpose is to continue their species, and they will do that at all costs, whether it's with you or any other host. Okay, let's talk about those in the high-risk groups. The groups that are more susceptible to death by this coronavirus. If you had watched those videos with Dr. Allwood and Dr. Osterholm, you'll see some of the things that come up that they talked about, those with obesity, lung problems, as in heavy smokers, heart diseases, and what's the other one? I had a couple of lung diseases. Now, I have another video I'd like to share with you, and this is with Dr. Stephen Gundry, who is a cardiac surgeon and has practiced for 40 years in medicine. He has his own podcast. You're welcome to have a look. I'll post his name up here. He also investigates diet as it relates to your health. In the interview that I posted, the link to the interview I posted below, Dr. Gundry talked about sugar. And we all know the problems with sugar and health, and we just don't want to know because then it means we have to, give up that cherry pie or apple pie. And Dr. Gundry discusses the fact that, if you love your sugar, this is not the time for it. Work hard to stay away from it, restrain. Now, let me clarify something, because a lot of people say, oh, I don't eat sugar, but you probably eat rice and bread and any form of bread and pasta and all these carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are complex sugar. They break down into simple sugar. So when I talk about sugar, I'm talking about the glucose, the fructose, and that sort of thing, specifically glucose, simple sugars. If you're eating a lot of that, you're still taking in a lot of sugar. And Dr. Gundry talks about that in the interview that I'm posting below. Okay, I'm going to pause at this time because you're probably wondering to yourself, if she's not a doctor, what gives her the right to tell us what to eat, what not to eat? Okay, I will pause and say that I am 58 years old. Yes, I know. Gosh. And that's what I feel gives me the right, because in addition to all the literature that you will read out there about the benefits of a proper diet, exercise, and good rest, I am living proof of that. As I mentioned in one of my other videos, it's been more than 30 years, 30, since I've had as much as a common cold. I don't get ill. And I attribute it all to my diet, good thoughts, can't get away from that because stress is a killer. Lots of water, regular exercise, and I mean regular because if I'm not in the gym working out or doing yoga, I'm dancing, so movement. I think James Altucher, I was watching one of his podcasts and he mentioned something about daily walking 30 minutes a day, something like that at the very least. So it's not a lot we're talking about to keep your metabolism going, keep yourself healthy, just even getting some fresh air. But it is critical for your own health, for your own preparedness, to exercise restraint in your diet and discipline in your life. So, and again, if you don't like, there's some people that don't like the gym or don't like exercises. There are different ways you can get exercise. Go out and play a sport or dance. You know, there are many different ways you can get exercise. It's not necessarily going to the gym. And I definitely am not advocating the gym at this point because public gathering, sweaty hands, touching stuff, putting it to your face. Yeah, it's not a good time to start a gym membership, definitely not. But, here's another idea. I don't know if you recall, several years ago, this chap made big news with the sports arena with his program Insanity, Sean T. Insanity. Yes, I have an insanity program. Yes, I do my workout to Insanity. Yes. So again, there are many things you can select from. It doesn't necessarily have to be one or the other. But now that you're relegated to being at home, being contained, hopefully you are obeying that, abiding by that. There are a lot of things you can do. Buy the Insanity program. It's not bad. It's pretty good. I like it. Gives you a good workout. It's challenging. Okay, now here's the thing. I'm not saying I want you to, or that you should go jump on it right away, especially if you haven't been exercising in your whole life. Use discretion. If you've done nothing, don't jump to Insanity. That would be totally insane. So, of the list that I mentioned earlier of poor health, that ill health list, if you fall into any of those categories, don't despair. There's always hope. Where there's life, there's hope. As the experts have outlined, you know, we're in this for the long haul. It's gonna go 18 months plus. What that means is that while you're containing yourself, while you're under isolation, you could start reversing the process of ill health, that the direction of ill health that your life had taken. Small doses, little by little, you get on that path to good health and reversing this process and preparing yourself for, you know, not just to be coronavirus fit, but to be fit, period. Okay, so the next one I want to share with you is Dr. Neal Barnard, who advocates vehemently for a plant-based diet. Dr. Barnard, I'll read you his credentials. I can't retain all these things in my head. He's a clinical researcher and the founding president of the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. There's that word again, responsible. I've watched a lot of his TED Talks and I find them very enlightening, and as he explains a lot of his research that they've done with regards to plant-based, meaning get away from the cheese and all the synthetics and milk and that sort of thing. Now you may argue milk is not synthetic. Trust me, the milk you get today is synthetic. But one of the things that, again, you don't have to take my word for it. I'm no doctor, and you certainly don't have to take Dr. Neal Barnard's word for it, despite the preponderance of evidence in his research. I invite you to, as I have in prior videos, educate yourself, be aware. Learn about how you can improve your health, your diet, be more prepared for coronavirus or for any other pathology in the future, because it's with us, it's amongst us, it doesn't go anywhere. Just a simple thing on your skin. There's Staphylococcus aureus, there's Streptococcus in our throat, there are other cocci in other regions we won't talk about, and you know, it's part of our existence. They're inside and outside. We have a lot of bacteria and fungi and viruses that, you know, we co-reside with. Some of them are symbiotic, but we have to be aware of it and understand how it affects us, how it affects our health, and how we can better prepare for the coronavirus and for future viruses that we will encounter, because we will. So, to re-emphasize the points that I've made previously and I continue to make, hand washing, wear your mask, safe distance, which is 1 meter, turn away if you have to encounter others, and wait for it, there it is, hashtag stop. Okay, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next episode, and stay safe, stay sane. Ciao.